Thanks for joining me, ladies and gentle people. It is me, TJ, here once again. Welcome to another episode of The Village Tonight. And today, here it is, the long-awaited, just kidding, probably no one literally cares, but I'm having a good time, so let's do it. The long-awaited review of the Nether Quest 3. Now, was this somewhat inspired by the fact that the Vision Pro is releasing, the Apple Vision Pro is releasing sometime in the next couple of weeks? I think it's February 2nd or 3rd. Yes, it was. So I figured now was the time to finally do my thoughts on the Quest 3. I had my reasons for waiting this long, mostly just because I wanted to get a really good opinion based on it before I just went out and made a video, and I'm just a procrastinator and I drag my feet. But here we are. So let's jump right into this thing, and I don't know, I think it looks pretty bizarre, dorky, but in a cool way at the same time. Like, it's something where, you know, if you're into technology, you're going to wear this. If you're not into tech, you're going to be like, oh, God. And even the Apple Vision Pro is creepy in its own way with the eyesight feature, which I'll talk about in another video. But this is the three pill-shaped cutouts in the front. It looks like some kind of weird, I don't even know what it looks like. But you know what? It's really cool. In videos lately of people starting to wear these things out in public, and I just don't think that should be the case. I mean, it just looks so bizarre, especially if you're not using the controllers like I'm not right now. It's tracking my hands. I mean, I could just imagine sitting down next to a woman at the bar having a drink and being like, hey, how's it going, honey? And I'm like, and you just have to say, like, no, I'm just interacting with my virtual reality. I'm in my own little universe. I'm not doing this to you. And, I mean, it would look so inappropriate and probably could get you arrested. So be careful about doing that. But it's so, all kidding aside, jokes aside, the UI is still, it takes some getting used to. You have to be so precise with your finger. And let me tell you, it's interesting. But once you get the hang of the UI, you know, it's actually quite easy. Right now I'm scrolling through the main, what do you call it, the homepage here of applications in the UI. And again, you guys can't see it on your end. All you see is an idiot doing this in the air. But this is it. This is, it's actually quite easy to do, usually. Now, of course, Apple's going to say, oh, we did it better. And they did. You already know without even using the Apple Vision Pro for yourself that it's going to be better implemented than the Quest 3. But then again, you'll have to sell one kidney or something else, maybe yourself in a different way. You're going to have to sell something to get that product. And the Quest 3, you can just pretty much anyone can reasonably save up some money and get one or put it on payments or something like I did. But let me tell you though, this is still, with its, you know, it's, even with its imperfections in the UI, or the interface, how you interact with it, it's still very compelling, and it's a really good insight into the future. And it feels futuristic and innovative, despite its flaws, like I said. Externally, the key design change you'll find on the Nether Quest 3 is three pill-shaped cutouts which feature new cameras, including a depth-sensing camera, and now, thanks to these new cameras, color pass-through. On top of that, the Nether Quest 3 features a Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 system on a chip, 8 gigs of RAM. It comes in two storage sizes, 128 and 512 gigabytes. It features a 2060 Hz and 2208 resolution per eye with a 128 Hz refresh rate. It is an LCD panel. I wish it was OLED, but of course we're not talking about the ultra expensive Vision Pro here, so it is LCD, but that's okay. It has 110 degrees horizontal and 92 degrees vertical field of view. It does feature the new pancake lenses, which is awesome. It also does feature hand tracking, PC compatibility, voice commands, it's wireless, of course, and of course it's now mixed reality thanks to it having pass-through. We do get the new Touch Plus controllers, and it comes in at 513 grams. In terms of price, it comes in at $500 or $650 respectively, depending on what storage size you choose. So let's check out these new controllers. The Touch Plus controllers are super nice. They have great tactile feedback. The analog stick feels good. They definitely are a step in the right direction from the Plus 2's controllers, which had that weird, awkward, ugly ring around them. That is now gone. Of course, as you can clearly see, you just get these buttons here, a trigger button, another side button here, and you get the another press button right there, if it will focus. So that's it for the new controllers, guys. Of course, you get two of them. The other one being over here for the left side, right side. Pretty straightforward of that. They just feel great. There's nothing else to say about the controllers. Again, they don't feature the IR cameras built in as the Quest Pro's controllers do, but again, you're not paying over $1,000 for these, you're only paying $500 for the entire package, so it's not too bad for what it is. It's definitely a nice upgrade from the Quest 2's controllers. The experiences or apps that I use the most on the Quest 3 are Ocean Rift, which is an amazing app that lets you go under the sea and check out a variety of underwater animals and environments. It's just so cool, including going into a shark, a metal tank where you're having sharks around you. It's a little scary though, to be honest. So if that kind of freaks you out, I wouldn't suggest it. But it was freaky at first, and then I just found it really interesting. So Ocean Rift is a great one. I use Trip with two P's to meditate and just kind of relax at the end of the day. That's a great app. Now, Trip is not free, but it does come with a free demo that you can use over and over. But if you want to experience the rest of the app, you have to pay a monthly subscription. And I don't know if I would suggest doing that. It's a little costly at $10 a month, but just use the free version of Trip. It's really great, or the demo, I should say. I use YouTube VR, of course, all the time to watch 360 content. I use the Netflix app. There's now a Prime Video VR app. Of course, there's the Xbox app, which is relatively recent. I think December they came out with that. Now, one criticism I see all the time online is that the Xbox Game Pass app is not actually immersive, in the sense that you're literally not inside your Xbox games in VR. It's just it looks like a 100-inch display in front of you. Isn't that cool enough though? Like, I don't know. I don't complain about it. I think it's pretty awesome for what it is. I mean, how could they do it any other way? It's just meant to be a way to play Xbox games to the best that they could do. And you can either choose to play it in pass-through mode, so you can literally see, like I said, a 100-inch display in front of you playing your Game Pass titles, or you can just go inside their little environment that they created for you and play Xbox that way. It's really cool. I suggest that you have a Game Pass subscription. Of course, there's other games like Premium VR Bowling that I love. I'll show you a clip of that too. There's tons of titles to check out. And again, the biggest thing about buying one of these guys is the experiences and the apps that you personally will find intriguing, compelling, and you'll want to use constantly. If you don't do that, then there's no need to really get one. Now, for me, I've found that I've been using this thing every day, almost every day I should say, usually for hours at a time, and I really enjoy it. It has become one of my favorite tech purchases in a long time. But not everyone is going to be like me. So make sure if you're not a tech geek by nature, make sure you think about that before you invest in one of these, because even at $500, that's not cheap. So definitely consider that. With that being said, there is so much to check out with this Quest 3. It's pretty awesome.
A. Strike. Moving on from a strike on previous attempt. One more strike.
Guys, the Quest 3 is just a fantastic piece of hardware at the price of just $500 starting price. If you want higher storage, and you will go up to $650 for the 512 gigabytes. But at the baseline price of $500, the Quest 3 is the best value you are going to get for the money. And I know some people will say, what about the PSVR 2 for PS5? Well, the caveat there is the PS5 is required for that. And if you don't own a PS5, that's no good. But not only that, but you also have to consider that the PSVR 2 does not feature integrated audio, and I would say the supported games library of the PSVR 2 is lacking. There's not a lot of PS5 titles that I'm interested in to support it. So I think some people will feel the same. I don't think sales have been so good for that, but that's just what I understand. With that being said, everyone is different. There's also something like the Apple Vision Pro coming out in a couple of weeks. Please, even if you can somehow financially justify that outrageous, astronomical price, even for Apple, it's a ridiculous price. $3,500 plus tax, plus another $150 if you need prescription lenses for it. I would really caution you to wait until the second-gen Apple Vision Pro. I feel like you'll be happier in the long run doing that. It's a great step in the future of what Apple sees as the vision of mixed reality, but right now it is just an elitist luxury toy with a lot of limitations and a very astronomical price tag. With that being said, the Quest 3 is amazing for the value, and if you'll use it and you'll enjoy it almost every day like I do, it is well worth the $500. Until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys very soon. Until then, peace out for now.